everybody, it's Sword Song, and I see a lot of videos recently about like my strange addiction. So I wanted to take some time and discuss, I guess, what is my strange addiction. It's not really I don't think it's really an addiction more than I call them collections. I collect things. I collect collections. And as I go into this and kind of show just a little bit of what I have with me, I want you to remember that prior to this whole YouTube thing, I spent, I think, 6 months in a motel and 4 months in homeless shelters because I was homeless. And when I came to Wyoming to get off the streets, a lot of this stuff came with me. This is stuff that was so important to me when I was homeless, I brought it with me. Especially with posters. Posters is my big one. Is a very big thing for me. I'm really into creating my own space, making these things mine. And one of the things that drove me up the wall the most when I was at Samaritan House in Colorado was that I wasn't even allowed to hang pictures in my locker. Okay, and I did bring some of these posters with me. I have, I think, 15 posters in my room right now, and I brought some of them with me from Colorado, from my collection, which on last count I believe was about 150 posters, between huge movie theater size posters to little promo posters. Like, I have a giant poster for Repo the Genetic Opera and Lord of the Rings. I think it's the Two Towers I have the big one for. And I have miniature posters for things like Coraline, Pan's Labyrinth, and Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. I have everything from movie posters to art posters. I love posters. And when I was at the shelter and I wasn't allowed to even hang magazine clip outs in my little area, that was one of the things that made me so angry about being in the shelter. There were many things, but that was it. So that's what I beg you to remember when we go into this, when I start showing you this stuff. Some of this stuff came with me from homelessness. That's how important these things are to me, and that's kind of why I think it might be a strange addiction. So yeah, I'll show you some stuff I have here laid out for your perusal. First, and probably my oldest addiction, my first addiction, and this is a very 90s kid thing, is keychains. I have so many keychains. This one I got because it's got no arms. It was supposed to be like stretchy, like you pull the arms off. Somebody pulled the arms out and it made me really sad, so I kept it. And it's all dirty because I've had them for like 10 years. I have Tamagotchi Angels still from the 90s. These I've made. These are supposed to be health and mana potions from Zelda, but they got kind of warped because I made them with I didn't make them with cord. I made them with a fun string or whatever. This one's supposed to be a Pokeball, but it looks more like a Pokebaseball. Football. That's a football. That's a football. These are just some of my more notable keychains. I have just a ton more on my backpack. I have a ton more on everything. Purses. Just anything I can put a keychain on, there's keychains on it. This one's quite cool. This one it's a lightsaber. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And it came from a pre-release party for the Phantom Menace. So I've had that one for a while. You can't even see the detail on it. But I've had that one for quite a while. I don't even like Coke. I am a Dr. Pepper drinker. Anybody who knows me knows I am a Dr. Pepper drinker, and yet I have a Coca-Cola keychain. Because I can't bring myself to get rid of it. Another one of my strange and enduring collections, which I just don't understand really, are my cups. I collect so many cups. This is a communion cup from a church. I don't even know what I would do with that. I can't drink out of that, but I have it. Teacups. I love tea sets, whole tea sets, and they're my favorite. Over here I have, what is this, a mason jar with a handle? I got this one for Christmas. I really quite like this one because it's got bast, and it's very, I don't know, Egyptian themed. It's obviously very Egyptian themed, but I use this. I like this one. You've seen me use this one. I use it when I do podcasts and shit. Because, yeah. I got stemware. This is a skull cup I got from the dollar store. This also from the dollar store. because Halloween's my favorite holiday. I don't know if you would be able to tell that. But I have just, this one's a Maker's Mark cup. I don't drink, but I have this because it's all drippy. It was like 25 cents at a thrift store. My mom hates me. These, I've had, these cups here are Batman Forever cups from McDonald's. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen to make sure I'm in frame. I have Two-Face, Batman, and Robin. This one I brought to the shelter with me. I wasn't even allowed to use it because it wasn't a closed-top container, but I carried it with me. I also have a Puke and Snot mug I got from Ren Fair up in Colorado, because I love Puke and Snot. And that came to the shelter with me. That's downstairs because I use that one regularly. It's just huge, just like a quaffing mug. I love that thing. But I carry these with me, and it is just, I'm so chagrined, just internally angry that I only have 3 of these. There are 4 cups in this set, if you don't know, and one of them is the Riddler. And if you can't tell, I love the Riddler, and I don't have his freaking cup, and that makes me just, just fume, just steam out of the ears. Every time I drink out of these, I'm like, oh my god, why don't I have the Riddler cup? So, I want that so bad. God knows why I love the Riddler. And this one here, this cup, you saw in the New Year's video. It is no secret that I am a brony. I actually quested to become a brony. It took me forever to track down the My Little Pony stuff, the show, and I don't know why. It's embarrassing how long it took me to do that. So it's no secret that I love My Little Pony. And so I got this cup, which is not as offensive as the camera lets on. Like, it's not that bright. Like, the camera makes it look like it's freaking neon. It's not that bright. So that leads into my other collection that I currently have. Ponies! This is just a small amount. I tried, here, let me move my cord of keychains out of the way. Just go away, peace sign. I have, this is just the main 6 mostly. Obviously I have Princess Celestia back here with her little crown. And yes, I am the type of collector that I am trying to figure out how to style their hair appropriately, because I think Hasbro doesn't watch the show. I think Hasbro has no clue that Applejack would never have hair like this. This is my only Twilight Sparkle, though. She's a piggy bank. I also have one of the Equestria Girls dolls, obviously Fluttershy, because I like Fluttershy. If you look statistically about any of the ponies, not that I'm saying anything specific about any of the ponies, but statistically, girls like Fluttershy's, boy tends to like Rainbow Dash, who I also have. Also, wrong hair, Hasbro. This is just, I really don't even think they know what the ponies were designed like. I did watch My Little Pony when I was a little kid, and I did like it. So it wasn't so hard to get back into it. And I do, I do like My Little Pony. I also have a My Little Pony poster that I will show you. Most of these are just Walmart posters currently, because you can't really get them on other places. Oh, I have one other poster that I love to death, but I'm not sure how to hang. But I got it for Christmas. And the reason I don't know how to hang this is because it's, I don't want to put holes in it. Because I love it so much, and I don't want to just put it on tacks and hang it like I have with some of my other posters, because I don't want to damage it. It's the same thing with this one. That's why the Riddler's not on the wall, because I don't want to put holes in him. That's why he's in a frame that's just far too big for him. That is probably really loud, me rolling that back up. But I love this poster. I want nothing more than to hang it on my wall and admire it, but I cannot. Oh, I also collect frogs. That's a thing I collect. I've got just tons of frogs. Hold on, I have my frogs. I'll just show you this shelf. This shelf. Come here. You're coming with me. Hopefully it's not too shaky. Over here. I got... Here's some more ponies. Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. Lighter fuel. Because sometimes you just gotta have lighter fuel. That is a terrible shot. Okay. Some more ponies. Over here are my frogs. Some of them. I have a lot more of this stuff in oh my god, in storage. Like I have this little I think it's a soapstone frog I got. I love it. It's adorable. And action figures back there. Here. This is a rat trap action figure from Transformers, from Beast Wars. And I love it, and I keep him transformed because I love it so much. I also have Raptor and Cheetor. I don't know where they are at the moment. They probably fell down. A little Green Ranger. Another rat trap. But I just wanted to take some time and really show you my strange collections, addictions, whatever you want to call it. I love this stuff. It comes with me everywhere. At least some of it, because I just feel weird without it, you know? Have so much stuff, and it's really bothersome because like sometimes it does get in my way. It's very cluttering. Like these I keep on top of my dresser, and my cups I keep on top of my dresser, and sometimes it just gets really hard. It's also a lot of dusting and organizing. Every time I clean my room, I have to pull everything off that shelf and dust it and try and organize it again, especially with the Transformers Transformers are very hard to keep standing. So they always want to fall down. I, I just have, and so it does cause problems. It is problematic, but it's not so bad that I've hurt anybody for my collections. It's not so bad that I've hurt myself or endangered. I've never, during the shelter thing, when I brought some of the stuff with me, I never left anything like actually important behind to make room for something like this. But it does get tiresome. Like I wonder when and if I move back to Colorado. Well, when, it's not even if, when I move back to Colorado, how am I gonna get all this stuff back? Because I came here with 2 bags. I came here with a suitcase and a hiking bag. Some of the stuff was in it, and I don't know how I'm gonna get all this stuff back because I've amassed so much more. Like I came here with like 3 cups, and this is just part of it. That's what I want to stress the most. Everything you've seen is just part of my collections. The rest of it is in storage. I have probably somewhere around 500 stuffed animals that I don't have the heart to get rid of. I have a ridiculous amount of cups, which drives my mom up the wall because they take over the cabinets. Because I use them, most of them, some of them I don't. This one I don't really use because it's really hard to clean. So yeah, it can be problematic, but I don't think it's gone so far as to be like dangerous. I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard things. I go through my collections regularly and get rid of the things I can. Like with My Little Pony, if I have extra ponies, I tend to give them away. With cups, if I don't use them or I don't particularly like them or they're not unique to my collection, I'll donate them. I don't just throw things away usually, I donate them. So it's not that I'm hoarding. I don't hoard. Everything is still organized and clean, and I don't pile things up, but it does get problematic, especially because there are times when I'm torn between, like if I have a few bucks, few and far between, I'm torn between like, do I want this new game or do I want, you know, this Applejack toy or do I want this cup? So it does get annoying. I also collect t-shirts. That's another thing I collect. So really, I collect collections, and most of them are useless. T-shirts I can wear, cups I can use, but most of them just sit on my shelf and take up room. But I love them. I love them to death. That Link action figure that was in my last weekly thoughts video, love it to death. I love all of it. This is all stuff that I can name from memory that I have. That's why none of this has been donated, because it's stuff that I know I have, that I'm aware exists. If I ever lose consciousness of it and I find it, I'm like, oh, that's where I donate it. So I just wanted to let you in on that, show you a little part of my world and how my brain works. Well, this is Sword Song Cyber Brain, so that makes sense that I would, hey, look, a tiara. But this is Sword Song Cyber Brain, so it would make sense that I would let you in on how my brain works. And my brain works by having copious amounts of collections. I have this one because of Everyman Hybrid. If you like scary things that are kind of fun, check out Everyman Hybrid and then understand why.
I like you. I like you. Just plain like you. You make me want to smile. You make me want to dance. You make me want to shout it from the rooftops. I like you. You? Oh, you. You're good, you.
Oh, that thing's annoying. I love it. But I do like you. I love you. You're the best. You rock, and the world would be incomplete without you. So remember to do all that fun YouTube stuff like, comment, share, and subscribe, and support my horrible habit. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.